of videos, publishing a lot of videos. And of course, people who like to give me a rough time on the internet, whether they're doing it at my blog, and I haven't been able to block them, although I'm able to block people now, thankfully. Oh my god, it's great. Whatever it is that YouTube did to fix that problem, I really appreciate it. But anyway, the plenty of people who have their own blogs where they write horrible things about me all day. Here's this guy just sitting here in his car when I'm walking up the street. P86543. Here he is sitting there in the car. I don't even know how many times a week that happens to me. It happens to me a lot. You know? I mean, why do you think that someone is not going to rape and kill me? It's going to happen eventually, right? It's going to happen to me. Right. So anyway, yeah, you know, people who write about me on the internet who are trying to make it seem like I'm trying to get attention. Since the very beginning, I have said, man, I do not want to do this. I don't want to be doing this. Before I had even a camera, before I had anything, where all those videos were writing about it, saying, you can't do this, you can't do this. Do not act like this. You can't do this stuff. It's not okay. It's not okay. You know, I've said it over and over and over again. I was also saying right away, wow, I do not want to spend time on this, and feeling very resentful of the entire situation, because I felt like, well, I couldn't just ignore it because it was just too serious, way too serious, and at the same time, feeling like, feeling for sure that it's all so unnecessary, all so wrong. Why don't you know better? You know, why are you putting me in a situation where I feel like I have to do something about this? 24 hours a day. Doing something to try to stop this from happening. I mean, why? It wasn't just anger about what was going on, although there was a lot of that. It was also a question of just anger, also, and annoyance and resentment about how the demands on my time to be trying to do whatever I could to counteract it. Documenting whatever I could, making whatever arguments I could, say the same thing over and over again, trying to figure out how to deflect things that the sort of group of people and organizations and corporations that I eventually called the conglomerate. I couldn't think. At first I called them the big harassment. I didn't know what to call them. I called them that for a long time, and then I thought of the word conglomerate, which seemed, it seemed apt. So that's what I called it. But just, this resentment about feeling like, well, I wouldn't have to be spending all this time on this stuff if you weren't doing all these things. That's how I really feel about it. That's how I still feel about it. It's actually a pretty nice day. It's not that warm, but the sun is out, and at least there's no snow, and it's just going to get colder and colder, and I would like to just be able to walk around, listen to music, maybe do some window shopping, but I see cars like this, and I feel like I have to do something, I have to say something, and especially now that I have this technology, I was a smartphone, I was so far away from even knowing how to use a smartphone 5 years ago. I don't even know when they started making smartphones, but I definitely didn't have one, It's just, but 162 LK2. Oh no, those people, what's this, 3PJ79? All those people who try to accuse me of being somebody just trying to get attention, why you just couldn't be more wrong. You are so wrong. Oh my god. I was tired of all this within a minute of it starting. That I did not want to do it. Mentioned very often how much I didn't want to do it. Hate doing it, hate spending time on it, hate looking at all this stuff, hate thinking about it, hate it, and particularly also hate the fact that I talk about it all the time and it never stops. Oh, there's a million other things I'd rather be doing with my time. So many other things I would rather be doing with my time. Wow, I do not want to be doing this. So don't want to be doing this. Everyone who's trying to make it seem like I'm doing it because I can't think of something I'd rather be doing just could not be more wrong.